So we've talked about healthcare and other things. Let's talk about what to expect when you hit the ground in the Philippines. First, the majority of the Filipino people will welcome you with open arms. As you get into provincial locations, others will treat you as an invader. They do not want you there. They feel like you are stepping on their home turf, and they don't want you. Some of that goes on in the cities, but not as much. It usually happens more in the province, and I can understand why. Typically in the province, it's much more family-driven, oriented, homey, very protective of each other. So they're not going to always look at you as, oh, it's an American, or oh, it's an expat, and we need to get to know them. Some of them just don't want you to be here. So you might as well prepare yourself for that. My suggestion, and what I found that works for me, is to just keep my feet moving when that happens. Just today, I was walking crossing the street, looked both ways, had no issues. As I was going by, the truck driver yelled F you and then flipped me the bird. No reason, just did. Must be because I had a beard, I don't know. Or maybe I'm just cute, I can't decide. Now for the most part, the good days here are going to far outweigh the bad days. But you need to be prepared for the bad days, because the bad days here suck. And they suck much worse than the same bad day you would have in your home country, and I'm going to explain. There's no family around for you to lean on when something goes wrong here, unless you bring family with you. There's nobody for you to lean on. There's no support network unless you've built, a support system with Filipinos who live here, which is very possible to do. There's no support system. You don't have anybody to call. What if you need to call a hospital and talk to them about something that's wrong? What if you need to call a police station and talk to them about a break-in? You need a Filipino or Filipina who speaks the local dialect, who can communicate with these people. And if you don't have that, it's very difficult. And it compounds the problem exponentially. So you need to be prepared for that. Ultimately, the solution to whatever problem it is that you're facing will lie solely on your shoulders. Now, I'm sure there are many people that say it's no big deal. Every problem that I have in life now, the solution lies solely on my shoulders and I get by just fine. That's good. Then you are probably prepared to come here. And I'm very happy that you were able to overcome your trials and tribulations on your own. That's fantastic. But those who are not, and even those who are going to find that because of not having a support network, no family, no friends really to rely on here, no trusted friends, especially if you've only been here a few months, you're going to find that finding a solution is far more difficult than it would be if you were in your home country. Far more difficult. So you need to be prepared to expect the unexpected. I always say the solution to anxiety is preparation, and that holds true to the problems that are found here in the Philippines. You have to prepare yourself for the things that you think will never happen, because they will. They've happened to me. And if you take the time to properly prepare for a medical disaster, natural disaster, human disaster, financial disaster, if you prepare for all of those things correctly, do your research, have enough money in the bank to cover whatever you need covered, have a few people around you that you can trust, you're probably going to have a good experience.